Hello beautiful women, Jennifer here. Today this video is about 3 different things, so I suppose it's gonna be a little bit long, so please just bear with me. Now the 3 things are suffering, meaning, and I want to answer a question that has been asked several times, so let's get the answer right now. Okay, so suffering. At the moment I'm reading this book that's amazing, Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. This is a doctor who was in a concentration camp in Auschwitz, and just the book is amazing. For any of you who want to read it, I totally recommend it. It's really amazing. So one of the things he says in this book is that suffering, that we should be proud of our suffering. Now, everyone has a different story, unique story, and everyone has suffered in our stories, because suffering is part of life. It just happens. And when I read that, be proud of your suffering, it's like some things just made sense. You know, if I give an example, I was called weirdo, freak, witch, Tisha Adams, like many different things. Like I think all of us have been labeled at least once in our life. And I was called all of those different things because I suppose if I say that I'm different, you know, I believe everyone's different. But I was called that because I'm psychic. And I do have that special vibe. So it was a constant reminder that suffering had a meaning. And that meaning for me, the way I interpret it, was that it was a constant reminder that I have these gifts and that they are there for a reason. And they're there for me to use them. That is why I am a spiritual life coach. That is why I'm a healer, because I'm impregnated with all of that. I didn't always use them properly, of course. When I was a teenager, I didn't use them properly all the time, but sometimes I did. And so what's your suffering? What have you suffered in the past? What are you suffering now? What's the purpose of that? How can you grow from that? And that leads to meaning. So it's so important to have a meaning in life. So important. Because again, if suffering has a meaning and suffering is part of life, then what is the meaning of our life? I mean, of course, we're not going to go and answer the question, what is the meaning of life? Because that's a very broad answer, and that's a very broad question. So what's the meaning of your life? Why are you here? We all inspire so many people. Most of the time, we don't even know who we are inspiring, you know? But if you've got a meaning, there's a reason why you're here, then what is life expecting from you? And are you doing what life is expecting from you? So those questions, I would love for you to write them down, because they are very deep questions. They make you think about where you are now, and they can help you out to, you know, sort of focus in what you're doing now and how to be you, how to really aim towards the reason why you're here, you know? Okay. And now the question that I've been asked several times is, why is a spiritual life coach and a healer recommending online businesses? Now, why not? Why not? You see, I have always, my mission here is to empower women, to help them rediscover who they are, to help them love who they are, because I mean, honestly, we're amazing, and there's so many women out there who don't believe that's true because they don't know who they are. They forgot. So, you know, getting rid of limiting beliefs and all of those stories, but spirituality is part of it. And those things are my mission, yes? I'm also a healer that also goes with all. Now, why online marketing? Well, the thing is, just reaching a couple of hundreds of people, it's not enough. It's not good enough. The meaning of my life doesn't end with hundreds. I wanted to reach more people, and I needed online marketing for that. Now, I had no idea how to start doing that. No idea. And I also I like to read a lot. So there's Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, always says, like in different interviews and in his books also, find good mentors. Find good mentors. And I had no idea where to find good mentors. And then I saw a video and I just took the plunge. And I found great mentors. Now, the company that I recommend is not any type of company. The reason why I recommend them is because they have the same values that I do. They empower people. They support their personal growth, their spirituality. Yes, they give you this step-by-step, like everything is, it's not easy, but it's simple. And it's like they hold you by the hand and they guide you through everything. And so you feel very, very supported. And you've got this amazing community, and you know, all of the things that everyone says, you've got that, right? And you know, they've got like many different webinars and workshops that focus on your personal growth. Because yeah, money will follow, but first you need, again, meaning. You need to find your meaning. You need to love who you are. And that is why I resonated with this company that I recommend. It's an education company, good mentors. And I recommend them precisely because of that. So I guess everything simply finds its own way. I found what resonated with me, and I believe in the law of attraction, and same attracts same. So that's why. Because, you know, helping out others is very fulfilling. It's very fulfilling. And of course, it's wonderful when you earn more money. That also is great. You know, like, if you like to support different charities, just, it feels wonderful. It feels wonderful to, like, when I was around 15, I was diagnosed with epilepsy. And there's this amazing organization here in Australia that supports them. It supports epilepsy. And not just that, they are also doing their investigations and different things so that they can find a cure for epilepsy. So donating money for that just feels really good, because again, it's like you've got a meaning. There's a meaning why you exist. You're helping other people find a cure for such a difficult diagnosis, right? And there's so many different, there's a Red Cross, you can help others that, you know, don't have enough food, Greenpeace, there's so many different organizations you can help. And if you think about yourself, well, for example, I live in Australia and my family lives all around the world. So having the option to visit them is beautiful. If someone gets married and being able to visit them, or well, being at the wedding, it's wonderful. It's great. If someone dies, you can go to their funeral, and that is a gift to being able to be there too, you know. Out of fun, that too, you know, just being in different, like, I love Europe. Being in Europe, it's just, all of those places are so beautiful, the way they feel, the way they look, the architecture, like even the way they smell. It's wonderful. And to be able to share that with my family, with my kids, it's that type of things that have no real words to describe, or at least I don't find the words for that. So yeah, but again, money will follow if you find your meaning, if you love yourself. So it's like when I started with one thing and that led to the next and to the next, it just, everything synchronizes. It all goes with my mission here. I help people, I help women love who they are. If you love who you are, you can understand yourself better, you can understand your meaning, and therefore money follows. So that's why I recommend this educational company. And of course, if you're interested to be in it, I will leave a link down below. So you just need to put your name, your email. Remember to confirm that you actually want to receive this information. It's 6-day video series, so you will receive 6 emails, just one a day, and that's it. It's for free. You will understand a lot better. I'm not a mentor in that area, so that's why I just recommend them, and that's part of the benefits of this. You know, I talk about the things that I love. I help people all around the world with spiritual healings, with my passion, and I recommend this educational company, and I get a commission every time someone buys from them, you know, every time buys their services. And they also teach you about e-commerce, and that's when you, again, I'm not a mentor in this area, okay, but that's when you will sell different products. You don't need to have your own product. They just teach you how to choose it, and they even take you to China, like, oh, but I'm not gonna say these things because I'm not a mentor in that area, okay? So they explain all of that in their videos, and again, I think that's it. So suffering, be proud of your suffering, don't waste it. It's like a mistake, like never waste a good mistake. Okay, so suffering, learn from it, and ask yourself, what is the purpose of this suffering, and be proud of it. Meaning, what's the meaning of your life, and what is life expecting from you? And if you want to grow and help others, online marketing is great. It is amazing. Okay, this is Jenny, and as always, I send love. Bye for now.